that little nook at the top there to make this score 3-2 with a minute 35 left in the first quarter of play.
Well, that was a rocket off the stick of Saunders there. Obviously, the one hopper. Busby not able to stop it. I like the spacing and the patience that they're playing with. The patience that they're waiting for the good look and then they're able to seize the look. And now you're down by one and it's 3-2.
Yeah, timeout there by the Guardians. Head coach Scott Hinchy wanted to settle his boys down. They've got the momentum right now. It was 3-0 for the Rams. They had all the time of possession, really. And now the Guardians have fired back, making it 3-2. They have an offensive possession here, and they could score. What? Okay. Like when? Like now? All right, ready, set, go. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the little late start to this New Canaan Rams lacrosse game. The current score is 3-2. Rams lead the Guardians, the Glastonbury Guardians. Currently, James Towers has a goal. Colin Finnegan has 2 for the Rams. And then for the Guardians, Braden Saunders has both. The Guardians just called timeout with a minute 25 left in this first quarter. And they're going to be getting the ball right near that top right corner of the restraining box. Referee's setting up the ball now.
Yeah,
and we're about to hop into it.
Obviously, we're just tuning in. Saunders just had that one hopper that snuck above Busby. And so far, it's been a really tight game. Rams up by a couple to start off. And Glastonbury climbing back. Glastonbury able to come back, and you can definitely see the energy in Glastonbury right now, down one against a very good New Canaan team.
Yeah, and not only that, but each team has had one man up opportunity, but all the Rams really did on theirs was pass it around the top, kind of get the cycle going. Meanwhile, Glastonbury, they were determined to get one past to kind of make this a game again, and that's what Braden Saunders was able to do. Now we see number 14, Lucas Lavery, with it, kind of waiting, letting his offense set up. Maybe they're getting a play going. Ty Groff, the short stick is on him. That might be a matchup that they're trying to capitalize on. Obviously, Groff is a great player, but he's got a short stick, which is kind of, it's really a lot harder to dodge against a long pole. They drew Thomas Garcia right near him, guarding number 17, Dylan Larrabee. Teddy Rosen now pressuring. The Rams defense kind of a little bit in shambles after having to just wait there. They've got Larrabee wide open. Larrabee shot, he skied it. That may hit a car. That was close. He was sitting wide open backside. He was jumping up and down. He wanted that ball, and eventually they got it to him, but it was a little too late. However, there was a flag on Ty Groff, so he will get sent to the penalty box. 7.6 seconds left in this first quarter, so Glastonbury may just hold it, and then they'll get the ball to start the second half. But currently, on the man down for the Rams, they've got Teddy Rosen, Bryce Lyden, Braden Roby, and Will Hayes as the long poles, and then Thomas Garcia manning the middle with his short stick. And I think what Glastonbury will just try to do is hold it to secure the fact that they get the ball to start this second quarter, which they do. So 53 seconds left on the penalty when we get back. Coaches will meet with their teams. Goalies will switch sides, and we will get back into the second quarter shortly. Jack, what'd you like in that first quarter?
I think we saw, obviously you viewers didn't see, but when the teams played with patience, that's when they found the most success. Waiting, and and finding the open looks, finding the open man. We talked about Glastonbury. They missed the open man, a little bit delayed, and then the shot sailed wide. But when both teams play patient, they're able to kind of stretch, stretch the offensive zone, and they've seen success. Whether it's long shots from Saunders, and Finnegan, who both have two apiece, or Towers, who's closer, who was on a cut and able to get inside.
Yeah, and the Rams really, they've been injury riddled this week after that Rumson game. Obviously, they had Trumbull last night. They ran through them even with their backups in 17-2. But Ryan Connolly went down hurt with a hurt hamstring in the fourth quarter against Rumson, and Gray Tomasco, and I believe it was the second quarter, he also hurt his hamstring, and that had been a lingering injury, so he'll be out a little longer than Connolly. Connolly looking to make it back against Ridgefield on Saturday. Meanwhile, Gray will be out for a little longer, couple weeks maybe. But also, the Rams, they've started the season 4-0 so far, and they're missing, Coach Buzzio's really, to be quite frank, pride and joy, and Dylan Stevens as play gets back underway. Passing it around now as the Guardians got over 40 seconds left on the penalty, so they're not in necessarily a rush.
Yeah, and Guardians need to take control. They need to seize this opportunity and see if they can tie up the game while they're still on the man of advantage. This would be a big goal if they're able to score it.
Will Hayes chopped at the stick of Lucas Lavery, making him miss the ground ball. And that goal, that was not a goal. That hit the outside. Braden Roby and Holden Busby got in the way of the pass. I couldn't see who it was to nor who it was from. But they almost let in a shot. As that was number 9, that's Captain Liam Doyle. He tried to score one that was far right. Busby was able to kind of get away out of that one as the penalty is killed and both teams are back to even strength. Braden Roby along the end line defending. And I think, was that? Yeah, I think Roby forced him out of bounds. I was looking at that and I was a little curious. It looked like he stepped on the end line, but you never know. Thomas Garcia with it now, looking to clear it for the Rams. The short stick, just walking it up. Told someone to go far, I'm not sure who. Garcia makes a move, gets over the 50. Now he's got 10 seconds to get into the box, the 20 and 10 rule. Garcia gets in touch, pulls it out over to Griffin Gettner, and Garcia checks out. He's off to the bench for Colin Finnegan, along with Walker Blair, who takes Matt Salmini, football star, and Colin Finnegan over to Salmini. Now Griffin Gettner. Rams looking to set up a play. Doster Kroll receives a screen to his right. Passes to the crease. Max Lowe. Shot, score. Or that did. Max Lowe's shot goes in. And he puts the Rams up 4-2 with just over 10 minutes left in the second quarter of action. Jack, what'd you like on that goal?
Well, you just see the versatility of someone such as Doster Kroll, who's a D1 commit going to Michigan, as we mentioned. But, he's known for his shot, and they're able to use his vision, such great vision to find Max Lowe, both hockey teammates, able to find Max Lowe, and Max Lowe able to put it in. But just the vision and the feel for the game, able to get down that ball, stay controlled, get it down to Lowe, Lowe able to finish, and that extends the Rams' lead to 2.
Yeah, and going off what you were saying, Doster Kroll, last year he had 67 points, and a majority of those came off of goals. Only, I want to call it 19 were assists, but don't quote me on that. As John Tatar, the D1 commit himself, going to Denver next year, took it all the way around Dax off the face-off, and is he staying in on this offensive possession? I think they're trying to get, yeah, okay, so Walker Blair sneaks off for Griffin Gettner. Gettner takes it in. Coop Smith goes off for Colin Finnegan. And then Tatar now comes off, and Matt Salmini will come back in. And this pair of middies, they're probably the top line for the Rams. They're really great players. As Dosser Kroll's shot misses wide left. And Glastonbury won the chase there. As number 26, Jack Shaheen. And now Andrew Hazard taking it now. Just wheeling it up. I mean, he's got green grass ahead of him. He's looking to pass it off. And that's Shaheen again. Now number 9, Liam Doyle. Again, got in touch. Now backs out. Thomas Garcia trying to make a move on him. And they got a little tied up there. Guardians just passing it around. Trying to make a move. Ty Groff guarding that is number 14, Lucas Lavery. Ty was an outstanding kicker during the football season, along with his role at punter, quarterback, and then guard during his basketball season, where he was the captain there too. And Groff, he's a D1 recruit for football. He'll probably go somewhere pretty good. He's a great, outstanding player. And, now the Rams on the clear. Jack, anything standing out to you so far in this second quarter?
Just again, talking about the patience there, and the Rams defense here able to force Glastonbury to the outside, not allowing anything close, playing a very tight formation, and using their size to force Glastonbury to make passes, and then able to defend them really nicely, which has just helped the game run smoother for them.
Yeah, now the Rams, now there's a little controversy there. I think Teddy Rosen stepped out of bounds on the clear, as the Rams are now in an AJ slide package. No one is in the middle at the crease, so they will just have adjacent slides going. As we see, that is Brady Stone. He kind of goes down to the crease. Glastonbury in a 2-3-1 offense. Will Hayes beats over the screen. And Liam Doyle. Hayes on a fast break. 4-on-3 over Dosser Kroll. Oh, almost had the shot. Muffled the catch. I mean, if Dosser corralled that, you could just tack another one up there for the Rams. That one was going in. I mean, he was already stepping into that. He got the little twirl on his stick as James Towers boxing out the bigger opponent. Towers, that kid's got heart. You can teach stick skills. You can teach hustle, or not really. You can't teach hustle. But you can't teach heart. And that's kind of something that's determined by you. And James Towers, kid's got heart. Boxing out. That was Luke Barron. That kid was a solid 2 feet taller than Towers. And Towers was just boxing him out, fighting for the ground ball. Now we see Henry Laddick at X with the short stick guarding him. That's always a matchup that you want, midi or attack. Passes it in front, and Max Lowe scores. That's his second on the day, assisted by Henry Laddick. Rams go up 5-2, nearly halfway through this second quarter. Jack, take us through that goal.
Well, that goal looks pretty easy. I mean, no one really covering the middle for Glastonbury. So, Towers able to box out, which led to them having possession. And then they brought it behind the crease. And just a pass in front to Max Lowe from Laddick. Great vision by Laddick there. Found the open man, and Lowe able to convert for his second goal of the game. And I think here with the face-offs, the Rams have been winning their face-offs. Been playing really well. I think they're 3-0.
I mean, from that 3-0, they've had like 8 face-offs, but nevertheless, they've got one of the best face-off pairs in the county. They've probably got the best, let alone the state. Cam Wheatfeld and John Tatar, both college commits. As we see Coop Smith taking it behind to X. He's got a short stick on him. We saw that last possession. He might try to do the same thing and just see if Max Lowe or James Towers can pop out for him. That's Matt Salmini now. Doster Kroll down. Max Lowe shot. Oh, wide right. He almost got a hat trick there. Throw the hats off for him, people.
I think Hazard with the save there, actually. I'm not sure it was wide. It was a save by Hazard. But
Towers, James Towers now passes it up. Matt Salmini. Salmini taking it along. Looking for Coop Smith. Getting face guarded by number 17, Dylan Larrabee. Salmini taking it down the alley. Passes it off. That's Max Lowe, number 19. Lowe taking it around. Passes it off to Oster Kroll. And yeah, you've got to, you see Ryder Harmon, the captain, just going up at Doster. You can't give that kid space. If you do, you might as well tack another one up for the Rams. He has got a cannon of a shot from wherever it may be. Doster now looking for a shot. Shot, ooh, wide right. He almost tacked one up there. But last year, he was such a threat, and teams would give him so much space. That's why he was able to score 67 points in a season. And now teams recognize that Doster can shoot from 20, 23 yards out. That's Salmini passes a little high for James Towers, but he was able to corral it. Towers passing it off. Max Lowe over Doster Kroll, fumbles the pass, but he was able to corral it. And Harmon gets screened by Hayden Roeder. Roeder took the screen nice. Ooh. And Doster looked back on the little pick and roll. Tried to find Roeder, but was behind him.
Great idea by Kroll there, though, to try and run the pick and roll. And, if Roeder catches that pass, he has basically an open shot on Hazard. And all these guys around here are skilled enough to put that in.
Yeah, Hazard taking it over now, over the 50-yard line. And, that was almost intercepted by Coop Smith. The Guardians might need to get someone back just in the net for a temporary little goalie just to make sure that there's no long passes. Rams on defense here. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. As we see Andrew Nolan in here. Andrew Nolan playing LSM today. He's a senior. He's a pretty good football player. But it's also his birthday today. Happy birthday to Andrew Nolan. Not sure. He's either turning 18 or 19 today. Most likely. As Teddy Rosen passes up to Coop Smith. The Rams have a 5-on-3 fast break. Smith, Doster shot. Oh, just over the top. And if he got that on cage, that was going in. That had so much firepower on it.
Yeah, you could tell Doster trying to find a shot here, trying to net one. Tell he's definitely hungry for a goal. And he's definitely got the shot to pull it in the back of the net. Just got to convert one of these times.
Yeah, and Doster, he's such a threat. And you see all these teams now, basically pressuring him from wherever he may be on the field because he's so dangerous. You can't give him any room or else he'll make you pay. Colin Finnegan puts a couple moves on the defender and almost found James Towers. That would have been Towers' second of the day. I believe his first one was also assisted by Finnegan. Or maybe Max Lowe. I might be mistaken. As we see a timeout by Glastonbury. 2:03 left in the period. Rams lead 5-2. Jack, what are you liking out of the defense of the Guardians so far? Obviously, down 3, but you're containing Doster Kroll, which is a battle in itself.
I agree to disagree to that statement. Doster's has had a couple shots, couple opportunities like that shot, but there wasn't much coverage in front of Hazard, and it would have been a one-on-one. But other than that, I think just the key to limiting Doster is just getting in front of him and able to stay in front of him. Getting in front of him and staying in front of him are two different things. You can get in front of someone, and then Doster gets right by you with his quickness, his speed. Um, but also you got to be aware of what else Doster can do. He had that assist to Maxwell earlier. You got to just watch his stick at all times. Got to know where he is. That's with good players. That's where problems happen, is when you lose track of them, or you don't have someone close to him and attached to him, watching his every move.
Yeah, and this attack unit for the Rams, they're missing their leader. They're missing number 2, Ryan Connolly. Connolly went down with an injury against Rumson, as we noted before, and hopefully he'll be back against Ridgefield on Saturday. But, I mean, the captain, he was a starter last year for this team. And if you're missing a player with such great impact like him, I mean, he had 5 goals against Cheshire, who has the number 1 recruit in the class of 2024 to lead the comeback for the Rams. So obviously Connolly impacts, how the Rams play greatly. Hazard taking this one up. Dumps it back off to number 7, Jack Anglem. Anglem takes it. And, yeah, the flag goes down for an offside penalty on Colin Finnegan. He slipped because he needed to stop himself. Because someone was, I don't know, I think James Towers must have gone on the ride. And, Finnegan did not realize. So Colin Finnegan, I think he's off in the box for 30 seconds. That gives the Rams a man-down opportunity. Minute 40 left in this second quarter.
Yeah, you can tell that it was definitely unintentional by
Finnegan.
Sorry, my bad. But Finnegan penalty there, and the Guardians have been able to convert on the power play. So here's another opportunity for them to lessen the lead to 2, not 3, just before the half closes.
Now the Guardians passing it around. Gotta imagine they're looking for Braden Saunders at one point. He's got it right now behind that X. He's already netted 2 for him. And Saunders is a junior for this team. One of the few juniors really on this roster. As Braden Roby batted that one down. Now the Rams get Thomas Garcia back in the defensive end, and both teams are even. Ty Groff almost picked up that ground ball. Bryce Lyden's got it now. And I think we have a timeout by the Rams. I'm sure Bryce is a little angry about that one. He's such an enthusiastic player, not only in lacrosse, but also in football. Or, not football, hockey. But I'll tell you, Bryce wanted to take that one all the way. He wanted to put that one in the back of the net. He's done it before. I've seen his highlight reel, his summer highlight reel. He's got 2 or 3 full field clears, some toe drags in there, and then he nets it in the back. A truly talented player. He's only a sophomore, and he's starting on this team. That takes some talent.
It does, especially on this very talented New Canaan team, to be able to come in here as a sophomore and be contributing as much as he is. Great job by Bryce Lyden, and just is a credit to how hard he works inside and outside of the classroom. And New Canaan still with the timeout here, up 5-2 with 53 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Rams able to play really well during this break week. Obviously, in the classroom it's a break week, but athletics are still moving. And the Rams up 5-2 against a solid Glastonbury squad. Um, Able to move the ball around really nicely so far, and just playing in sync. That's a big part of it so far is them them playing in sync and playing as one.
Yeah, and I mean, the Rams have really kind of, don't want to say owned the Guardians, but I mean, in their last 3 meetings, including this one, the Rams won the past two, and they're leading going into half here. 20-something seconds left. Griffin Gentner makes a move, passes it off. Colin Finnegan. Doster Kroll. Still looking to get on the board today is Kroll. He had an opportunity there. Shoot. Flies the pass off to Max Lowe. That was 25-yard pass. And it kind of looked like a shot from Doster almost. He just flew that one through the air, and Lowe jumps up. High point pass. Grabs it, corrals it, then makes a move and gets it past Hazard.
Wow, such a great pass by Doster there. Second assist?
Yeah, I believe so.
Second assist, both to Maxwell. Maxwell able to finish it.
That's a hat trick for Lowe.
And that's Lowe's hat trick with 3 on the day, but such great vision by Kroll. I know we touched on this earlier, but just the awareness and knowing that he can make the pass there and find a teammate, and the cannon, I think his shot sets that up. Just teams knowing that they don't want to let him shoot, and then able to fake a shot and pass down low.
Yeah, and as the half ends, these teams will both go to halftime. Obviously, Rams up 6-2. They've dominated this game, really. They've been able to get shots inside. Make the most out of their opportunities. And then on the defensive end, they've just been able to keep the pressure away from Holden Busby, which is what you need to do if you're a Rams defender. So, Jack, unless you have any other closing remarks, I think we're going to send it off to sponsors and see you after the half.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club, Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Family Dentistry, the dental office for our entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni, Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet, who have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist with all of your automotive needs. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Walter Storts. Walter Storts Market has supported NC Rams athletics and the entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Storts is your fresh local market. We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commissioned residential and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal and constructed with intention and integrity. We'd like to thank our gold sponsor, Frangione Engineering. Planning on putting in a pool or an addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Well, Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2022-2023 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New Canaan-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of New Canaan Rams Lacrosse. Rams currently lead 6-2. Just under 30 seconds until we get underway. So far, we've seen 3 goals out of Max Lowe, 1 out of James Towers, and 2 out of Colin Finnegan for the Rams. And then for the Guardians, we've seen 2 out of Braden Saunders, a junior, for Glastonbury. Glastonbury.
Yeah, and as we get back here, Rams looking too wide in their lead and trying to prevent any chance of a comeback by Glastonbury. And the Rams playing really solid so far. Doster using his vision to help assist this team, really helping set up the offense. And the Rams have been playing really well so far, and so is Glastonbury.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about Doster Kroll, he was really, when you think about someone scoring a goal for New Canaan last year, it would have automatically been Doster Kroll. But, now teams have recognized that he is a threat, from wherever it may be, 30 yards out, honestly. And they've really looked to neutralize him, as Glastonbury has done here. Cam Wheatfeld wins the face-off. He's taking it down the field, gets in touch, and dumps it off to Max Lowe. Walker Blair passes it back to Max Lowe. Lowe taking it around, gets it to James Towers at X. Towers taking it up the right alley over to Griffin Gettner. And as Walker Blair runs off, Colin Finnegan and Matt Salmini come on.
Rams really patient here while setting up the offense. They're trying to expand the zone and find those gaps in between the defensive coverage.
Griffin Gettner passes it over Matt Salmini, trying to just bulldoze through number 7. Jack Anglin wasn't able to do it. Anglin held his ground. Salmini tried to get a bouncer. Just went over the cage. As we have a new goalie in net. That's Caden Infantino, subbing in for number 10, Andrew Hazard. And Griffin Gettner made a move to lose. That was number 26, Jack Shaheen. As the penalty goes down, I think that's on Captain Ryder Harmon for a slash or a hit to the face on Griffin Gettner. Matt Salmini now taking it. They've got Colin Finnegan wide open, really. It's top middle of the field. Doster Kroll now trying to make a move. You know he wants to get one past the keeper, whatever, whoever it may be, Hazard or Infantino. Doster now over Matt Salmini. Taking it down the alley, Salmini. Shot. Oh, saved by Infantino, just kind of right in his gut. And now I think Rams have a man-up opportunity.
Again,
Griffin Gettner and Matt Salmini run off. Henry Laddick and Hayden Roeder come on.
Yeah, and again there we saw Salmini try to use his size and get down low, and was able to put two good shots. One that was on net and one that was just off net.
Yeah, and I mean, Matt Salmini, he's a big kid, dude. Like, I would not want to go against him. Doster Kroll off the pass from Finnegan. Oh, almost had it. You know he wanted that to just kind of sneak in the top row of the cage. Doster gets it back. Hayden Roeder now with it. Passes it down. Finnegan over to Towers. James Towers. Finnegan back up. Hayden Roeder. Doster Kroll into the middle. Henry Laddick had a shot. Kind of interfered with. You know, he didn't get all of that for sure. Max Lowe back with it at X. Over. That is Hayden Roeder. Hayden to Doster. Doster try to give it top shelf to Max Lowe. Lowe got a piece of it, but not all of it. And went flying to the ground. Max Lowe retains possession, though, as it was off Glastonbury. And Colin Finnegan tried to get that one. The shot wide right. Sorry, wide left. And James Towers now picks it up. Yeah. 4 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Guardians.
Finnegan was searching for the hat trick there. He's got 2 on the day already.
And the penalty is released. Both teams back to even strength. Max Lowe finds Doster Kroll. As you hear Coach Nick Hata call out a play. James Towers wins that chase again. And the Rams, they've truly dominated this first 3 minutes and 9 seconds of play, plus more in this second half of action. Max Lowe now, we saw him at X earlier, now he's up top. Lowe down to James Towers, 2 lefties. That lefty connection maybe clicking. Henry Laddick trying to make a move on a short stick. That's obviously a matchup that every player wants against the short stick. Doster Kroll tying his shoe. Doster missed that one high. You know, he always shoots it low to high. I mean, that's like his signature move. Colin Finnegan puts a spin on the defender. Laddick, shot, bouncer, missed. And the Rams, have they gotten? They've gotten what, one shot on net from Matt Salmini. Other than that, James Towers is a busy man back there on the rides. And Bryce Lyden dashes off. Henry Laddick has to, he needs to take a breather. Griffin Gettner comes on. Colin Finnegan thought that he was getting a sub too. He threw his hands up. He was like, "What? Not for me." As you see Hayden Roeder come off for Matt Salmini. Finnegan still stuck out on the field. Gettner now looking for Colin Finnegan, finds him. Finney makes a move, gets top side. Fake the spin, shot. That was a save. That was a nice save by Infantino.
Yeah, great save. Now, Glastonbury with the possession of the ball, which they didn't have for full 4.5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and what really sticks out is the Rams, they've still got 3 short sticks out there as Will Hayes finally comes in. Olden Busby stuffed. I didn't quite see who that was. That might have been Maxwell Hersom, number 1. And Bryce Lyden on the clear. Bryce! Oh, he dumped it off. James Towers. And Towers snipes top shed. James Towers gets that one. I would have loved to see a Bryce Lyden shot, hopefully goal. But instead, Bryce gets the assist.
What a goal by James Towers there, man.
Yeah, cranking it low to high.
Yeah, low to high, and snipe in the top right corner.
Yeah, and I mean, really outstanding job. Holden Busby had the hockey assist. He, to be quite frank, he just stuffed whoever was on Glastonbury. And then he was able to find Bryce Lyden in what the Rams call California because it's so far away from the net and the box. And then Bryce was able to just take it up. And Toster Kroll, he finds the back of the net, puts the Rams up 8-2. You know he wanted that one. And he finally got it in the back of the net. Dosser, who knows, maybe that lights a fire under him, and maybe he goes for 5 more in in the rest of this game.
Yeah, that's 3 points on the day for Kroll. 2 crazy assists, and then the snipe there, and a bunch more scoring opportunities. You could tell he was searching for the back of the net, and he found it. The Rams able to maintain possession in the offensive zone, and then able to force turnovers on the defensive end, and able to convert. And Busby showed off the stick there with the long pass to Lyden.
Yeah, Cam Wheatfeld now taking it down against the long stick, who's taking the face-off, Trey Cummings. And bad pass there. Errant pass, I should say. And Glastonbury gets it. And Fantarino. Now, Thomas Garcia, he almost got beat topside by Lucas Lavery. Instead, it went wide left, and Glastonbury retains possession. Rams looking to get settled on defense. Really haven't seen, too much. Obviously, he had the 2 goals. Braden Roby tried going overhead. That's kind of his signature move, but wasn't able to convert there. A little bit of a missed slide. Bryce Lyden eventually got up there on number 9, the captain, Liam Doyle. But he got all that shot off and had that. Ooh, Thomas Garcia just laid out Lucas Lavery. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you see that power. He's a football captain next year. He'll be a linebacker and a running back. He's definitely a power back. You could see that power through the legs. It's all in the legs.
Yeah, you can see the
sent
physicality.
Lavery through all the way out of bounds.
You can see the physicality ramping up here. A little bit of anger from Glastonbury maybe, and Rams trying to shut the door here, trying to close out this game, even though there's still a whole quarter and a half, almost a half left to play.
Yeah, and Rams, you know, Glastonbury isn't getting the looks that they want, to be, quite frank with you. They are getting trapped outside the box, and, when they try to make a move in, instead of the Rams kind of giving them a little cushion, and just bracing, making sure that they don't get, all the way inside. As Will Hayes takes that one up over to James Towers. But as I was saying, the Rams are keeping the Guardians out, and that's something that you can never have. As Will Hayes, almost had the pole goal. He was stuffed. But you see Will Hayes, he was able to get inside, with ease. Meanwhile, Glastonbury, they are being trapped outside of the restraining box, by this Rams defense. So Matt Salmini with it now. His midfielders alongside him are Henry Laddick and Griffin Gettner, and then at attack you've got Max Lowe. And I think there's a ball on the field. I think maybe that one was left after halftime or something.
Correction, it's a mouth guard.
Oh, it's a mouth guard. Oh, I did not see. Kind of looked like a ball. Laddick. Oh, errant pass straight to the stick. That's number 22. Oh, Trey Cummings. He had the whole fast break. Maybe got chopped out a little bit. And then he sent that one into the parking lot. I mean, Griffin Gettner, watch out behind you, man. Gettner taking it up the field. The captain gets it in touch. And Max Lowe with it behind. Lowe makes a spin move, gets it to his left. He is a lefty. James Towers also a lefty. Typically don't see two lefties starting that attack, but with the Ryan Connolly injury, that's what we see here today. And then Jack Scanziano, good old Scanzi, is in. He got a little slipped up receiving the pass. Pass it over to Hayden Roeder, got it back. Little give and get it back, as freshman coach Sean Killalea would say. And Hayden Roeder nets that one. I mean, what a guy. He got that low, just dragged it across the floor, and that got past him quite easily. Rams now up 9-2. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left in this third quarter of action.
What a goal by Roeder there.
I think that might have been Jack Scanziano. I'm not quite certain, but if I had to take a guess, I would say that was Scanzi.
That was a snipe by Roeder. Like PJ said, putting the Rams up by 7 with just over 2:20 remaining.
John Tatar won the face-off. He got pushed in the back while he had possession. And then he won the ground ball back, and for some reason the ref called the whistle. Typically that's one of those delayed penalties like in hockey where they'll call it after the team lost possession. As Walker Blair takes it, gets in touch, goes behind to X. He does have a long stick on him. Which is a matchup you don't want from X. You typically want to see a short stick guarding you, as Scanzi gets the ball back and slows it down. He's guarded by a short stick. And that's Hayden Roeder checking back in. And Scanziano makes a move, gets around the defender, gets top side, looking for a shot, couldn't get anything. Finnegan, skip past Doster. Oh my, he did not get all of that. His stick collided with Ryder Harmon's, but I'm telling you, if he got that, you could kiss that baby goodbye. That was in the back of the net. Scanziano now makes a move, shot. That was wide right. Max Lowe wins the chase. The Rams, they've done a great job getting these extra offensive possessions off the chases. That's a big part of hustle. Something you can't teach, something you got to learn. And Doster Kroll, his shot. That wasn't, typical Doster 90-mile-per-hour speed. But Infantino still is able to stop it.
Yeah, Infantino playing a really solid game, coming in for Hazard. Giving up the 3 goals, but basically direct shots on him, and he's made a couple of saves to stop that.
Now Jack Scanziano. Just under 45 seconds left, and they are taking away top side from him, forcing him to his left, and you could tell he does not want to go there. He beats the defender, the short stick. That was number 8, William Meigs, and Scanziano is able to just take it around, dump it off James Towers. Towers now taking it around the cage for Max. Back to Max Lowe. Lowe trying to make a move. Not able to get anything. And these two are kind of splitting time at X as your typical X attackman. Ryan Connolly is injured, and a little bit of maybe that could be considered a shot. Nevertheless, buzzer sounds, and Rams go into the fourth quarter leading 9-2. Jack, what'd you like in that third quarter?
Again, I mean, it feels like repetition, but just the patience by these two. The patience to be able to wait and just look for the right opportunities, know when to take the shots, and then just the physical and dominance by the Rams. And you see it especially in the time of possession there. Like, just the Rams being able to protect the ball while also attacking and putting up numbers. You put a 3 in for the score column for that third, and Glastonbury didn't have a goal, and they didn't really have an opportunity to score in that quarter. Pure dominance by the Rams there.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe if the Rams keep this up, maybe we'll get a little some of the backups in. Rams, they've got 3 goals per quarter. Meanwhile, Glastonbury has they're averaging 2/3 goals per quarter. So, obviously, that's some work to do if you're the Guardians. I'm sure, Coach Buzzio, Coach Hata, Coach Carosa, they're all telling the guys, keep your foot on the gas pedal. These Rams are looking to advance to 5-0. Obviously, they've had a couple of down years in the past. These past couple of years haven't necessarily gone their way. But, Coach Buzzio, he's such a successful coach. In the, this is the program's 50th year running, and they've only missed a championship game, whether it be the FCAC or the state championship, 6 times, including last year and I think the year before. I'm not certain, though. But I believe they also missed it the year before. As we see face-off looming, Rams looking to put this one away early, maybe get some some fresh legs in there to get some varsity experience against a good team in Glastonbury. Cole Campese over on those sidelines, Cam Lyden, the 2 freshmen over there. As Cam Wheatfeld, Doster Kroll almost got that one. Not only that made the little clang hit the post, but it hit the corner. I mean, no, you can't get any closer to a goal than that. As flag is thrown on Thomas Garcia, what could have been a Rams goal within, call it 5 seconds of the quarter starting, turns into a man-down opportunity and a chance for Glastonbury to capitalize. Oh, Coop Smith His ankle's a little broken on that hitch dodge. Will Hayes over the screen. That is the captain, number 9, Liam Doyle. Errant pass. And Thomas Garcia, Gark, is off to the penalty box to serve. Not sure. 30 seconds?
Going to be a 30-second
Yeah.
penalty for Garcia, putting the Guardians on what we'd call the power play, more man advantage.
Yeah, power play is more of hockey terminology. Here it'd just be man up on the lacrosse field. Ball at X for Glastonbury. Over on the left wing, up top. Teddy Rosen forced a little bit of an errant pass, and Walker Blair really picked that one up. We have, I'm not quite sure what the ruling on that was. Maybe an over and back? I mean, that barely, but, you know, maybe Walker stepped over a little bit.
And there goes the man advantage. Rams able to fend off another
Yeah, Walker
penalty.
Blair drops back in, and the Rams, you know, they're able to stop it. They've been pretty good on the man down. Obviously, they had the one earlier today that they let up, but you know, all in all, through the season, they've been pretty good. And Ty Groff hit that ball. Oh, and Walker Blair laid him out, showing you that that safety power, why he's going to college to play football. And Teddy Rosen, oh, we've seen like 4 pull shots this game too, and all of them have been stuffed. And now that gives Glastonbury a little bit of a run on their own. Braden Roby putting the pressure on number 12, Braden Saunders, the sole goal scorer for the Guardians today. And you've got to imagine that Glastonbury, they're looking for short stick on short stick matchup, and they have one behind that X. But instead, number 2, Parker Wallace, made a move, got it in front of Bryce Lyden, wasn't able to convert, and now you have that short stick on short stick matchup, which benefits the offense extremely. As you can see there, Walker Blair got beat. Oh, and Wallace just got that one. Gives the Guardians their 3rd point of the day.
Yeah, that's
Rams
a
still lead.
behind the head goal right there.
Yeah, behind the back. We'll did a little around the world action. Daft Punk. But, yeah, the Guardians still got a long way to go. I mean, obviously, you know, getting a goal to start off, that's a step in the right direction, but you can't take things too lightly.
Step in the right direction. You are right. They're down 9-3 with just over 9:10 remaining. 9:18 remains in this SEAC matchup.
John Totaro wins that one, takes it down, gets in touch, then passes it off to Coop Smith. Thomas Garcia subs off. Griffin Gettner comes on. And Gettner now with it. I think he was waiting. I think he was under the impression that Totaro was going to come off. And now Totaro comes off as Gettner goes down the alley. Vladek comes on for the offense. And Coop Smith now finally coming off. Dustin Kroll tries to make a move to the inside. Get in the passing lane for Max Lowe. Lowe makes a move. Shot, scores. Max Lowe's 4th of the day. And, you know, that shot coming from a kid who really, you know, Lowe, I mean, he's a junior. He's a great player. And, you know, but he wasn't really, you know, he's an overlooked member of this team. He's, as now we see Tommy Getz come on. I heard he just committed to West Point the other day for, not for lacrosse, just to, you know, attend the school. But he's on for James Towers at attack. Still Doster Kroll and And Max Lowe on. And Cam Wheatfeld, that was a little scrum there on the face-off. And Lowe gets it for the Rams. Garcia passes it. Holden Busby over. Braden Roby passes it up. That's 18. Andrew Nolan, it's his birthday today. And he almost had the birthday assist. But Ty Groff could not finish on that one.
Here is Glastonbury taking up the ball, down 10-3. Definitely an opportunity to figure out how to move forward and how to play better against these better teams.
Yeah, as you see, Andrew Nolan subbed Bryce Leiden off. Will Hayes is in at LSM now. And Nolan playing close alongside Teddy Rosen and Braden Roby. Thomas Garcia getting down and dirty there against the captain Brady Stone. Now who's that? I think that's 26. Jack Shaheen. And now Stone again. And Shaheen gets stuffed. And now Andrew Nolan again. 4-on-3 fast break. And he gets it over to Doster. Doster behind the back pass. Almost had Max Lowe. Max Lowe riding the goalie. Glastonbury definitely, they definitely seem a little unsettled here. Their timbers seem shivered, so to speak. As Will Hayes makes number 14, Lucas Lavery, cough that one up. And Braden Roby over to Holden Busby. Busby now, Teddy Rosen. Rosen back to Busby. Gotta move with some urgency. Andrew Nolan up to Braden Roby. And Thomas Garcia stays back for him. Getner over, Tommy Getz. Oh, he got stuffed. Getz on the chase. Oh, and he missed that one. And that ball went out. Rams retain possession. Trey Cummings hit that one out. Henry Laddick now has it. And do we have a timeout? Yeah, timeout for the Rams. 5:44 left in the fourth quarter. Overall, outstanding game by the Rams. Right, Jack? Anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, the patience that they're playing with has allowed them and created these opportunities. And Doster Cole has had a fabulous game so far. And I think the bigger surprise is Max Lowe. It's got to be Max Lowe, who has 4 goals, who's just had such a great game. And the patience, they've just obliterated Glastonbury in terms of the time of possession battle. And with that time of possession battle and them winning it so heavily, they've not been in the defensive zone that much, just played to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams, I think right now you've got to kind of just sit on the ball. You've got some backups in. Obviously, still got some starters in. And obviously this game is all but over. But the Rams, right now, what you got to kind of do, you got to just sit on it, show some class. Maybe get a couple of your guys who wouldn't play so much in a couple of minutes. Got just over half a quarter left. But truly, great game out of the Rams so far. And, there's some players that are really sticking out. Obviously, Holden Busby's played outstanding today. The goalie play from all the Rams levels today. We had Cam Leiden in the freshman and JV game. He held a shutout in the JV game, and then he only let up 2 to Staples. As Doster Kroll nets that one. Top Ched. Doster. I mean, that's 2 on the day for him. You would expect so much more, but
Well, you talk 2 goals, but you also got to account for those 2
yeah,
assists.
he's got 4
And
points today.
his constant threat of just him being in the offensive zone, someone's always watching, trying to make sure that they have eyes on him because he's so versatile and he can do so much and hurt you in so many ways if you're not careful. And then also the play by Will Hayes, I think, is just, and the Rams defense when they've needed to step up has been really great to see and has helped them. And
Yeah, I think the clearing from the Rams, these past, 2 or 3 or 4 clears, when Holden Busby has made saves or the balls ran out and the Rams won the chase, Holden has found, whether it be Andrew Nolan, whether it be Bryce Lyden, Teddy Rosen, Will Hayes, in the middle of the field, all the way off in California or Boston, as the Rams say. He's found him. He's delivered it on a dime, and that's really started some fast breaks. As we see Braden Roby, he tried getting that one all the way to his hockey teammate Max Lowe, and someone got a little hit by that. I think that was Parker Wallace. There was an errant pass from Roby, got intercepted. Rosen now over. And Andrew Nolan with it. The birthday boy. Good old AZ. The guys love him. Nolan, oh no, got stuffed. I would have loved to see him get a little birthday goal, birthday action in. He wasn't able to do that. Dasha Kroll.
another great save by the backup goalie.
I don't think he's a backup. I think it was more of a, they got 2 talented goalies and they put them in for each half. I've seen that done a couple of times. But that ball, I think we have a timeout from Glastonbury.
Timeout Glastonbury with 4:13 remaining in this final quarter. Rams up 11-3, really controlling this game so far. PJ, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I mean, obviously the score kind of speaks for itself. 11-3. The Rams have dominated the time of possession, especially in that first quarter. Really, they early in that first quarter they had it for the first 6 or so minutes of the game. It was all Rams. And then, obviously, Glastonbury has fought back to get some action down on their offensive end. But it's truly impressive what the Rams are doing here, looking to advance to 5-0. Then they've got Ridgefield on Saturday. That'll be a game. I mean, especially with the absences of both Gray Tomasco and Dylan Stevens, because the Tigers, they've got Kyle Colsey. I mean, kid's like the 4th ranked recruit in the nation, number 1 lefty attackman. So you've got to look out for him. And that'll be a battle that's on New Canaan's home turf. I believe 5:30 on Saturday. So if you're a Ram fan and you want to see a good game, that's one that I'd suggest for you to come and see.
And you'll be on the broadcast again, PJ,
Yeah,
right?
I will.
You'll be commentating
My
with
fellow partner, so to speak, Will Langford. Braden Roby, he almost got that overhead check in. That's his signature move. Teddy Rosen forces the ball loose, gets tripped up. No call, really. I mean, stick was definitely underneath his feet, and he had a free. He could have taken that. Got a little fast break action. Just under 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. in this fourth quarter of action. Rams, you gotta imagine you get some backups in soon. Whether it be, Cole Campese at midfield, the freshman, or some guys like Jackson Roeder at defense. Just trying to go through the names in my head right now. Can't. As Andrew Nolan takes that up. And Teddy Rosen. Rosen steps in the box, gets in touch, makes a smart move, gets back, and Jack Scanziano comes in for the offense. Does the Rams take off their short stick defensive midfielders? They put on Henry Laddick and Hayden Roeder. Roeder has a goal today. I don't believe Laddick or Scanziano do, as Hayden Roeder has it behind X with the short stick on him. As that's Beckett Burley. Beckett with it now. Beckett and Hayden, they're pretty good buds. Along with Gavin Fitzpatrick, I think that is from that. Yeah, Gavin Fitzpatrick. He's a talented hockey player, number 92 on your screen. He's playing attack alongside Tommy Getz and Beckett Burley. He had a goal against Trumbull yesterday in the Rams' 17-2 win. Hayden Roeder now dumps it off. Tried to find Laddick. Got past him, and now Scanziano has it. Scanziano, a little bit of a high pass for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, swim move over the top. I think he tried to dump it off to Tommy Getz. Got pushed in the back. That's a penalty. Minute 20 left in the game. And I think that might be a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Put up on the clock. So then, we have a timeout left. I think that's got to be their last. But what'd you like on that last offensive possession, Jack?
Just the patience, being able to push the ball up again, and staying in control of the ball and not turning it over. So many times in high school games you see a plethora of turnovers, silly mistakes, or bad passes, and pretty much throughout this game and on that last possession, the Rams have avoided making those silly turnovers, which good teams convert on, and Glastonbury definitely, if given the opportunity, will convert.
Yeah, now as the offense for the Rams come back in, we're still waiting for the defense. And the whole Glastonbury, players that are taking the field. But currently for the Rams on offense, it'll be Gavin Fitzpatrick, Beckett Burley, and Tommy Getz at attack. Hayden Roeder, Jack Scanziano, and Henry Laddick at midfield. And then for the defense of the Rams, it'll be Teddy Rosen, Braden Roby, and Andrew Nolan, along with the keeper, Holden Busby, going in. So no real substitutions yet for the defense. I would love to see some action out of Jackson Roeder, out of Luke Frame, out of Chase Harden, whoever it may be. Rams on the man up for the next 25 seconds. Scanziano taking it around. Passes it. Fitzpatrick. That one was on the ground. Tommy Getz was not able to corral it. Fitzpatrick takes it through two defenders. Tries to go low to high. Gets he had two defenders just on his back. I think he must have gotten chopped in the leg by someone. As the Guardians clear, they're still man down. So you're definitely looking for someone to release out of the box. But Hayden Roeder noticed that, and he was able to stop it. Now we see Will Hayes coming at Ellison. A little love for some Luke Frame over there. As Rosen going for that one-hand can opener check. Wasn't able to get it done. Just under 25 seconds left. And it's looking like the Rams are on easy street. This is all but over, ladies and gentlemen. Just gotta, protect your keeper.
Let the
Under
clock
10
hit 0.
seconds. Yeah. Henry Laddick getting a little. Oh, Will Hayes. Won't you look at that overhead check. And the Rams win 11-3. Pure dominance, to be quite frank, in the past 3 contests between the Rams and the Guardians.
They're on TV right now. Don't bother. Do me a favor.
So, obviously, the Rams, outstanding victory. Guardians, still early in the season. That was only their second game. They had, 4 or 5 scrimmages. So they've still got a lot to work on. Jack, anything you like from that game?
I like to see the Rams prevail, although they have many injuries. Able to move past that and still compete at such a high level and dominate. Now they're 5-0, picked up a good win, 11-3 against Glastonbury. They picked up the win last night, 17-2 against Trumbull, and we'll only see as the season progresses as they face not better teams, but higher ranked teams with many commits themselves, such as a Richfield or a Darien, which will be a showcase matchup.
Yeah, obviously the FCAC this year is structured a lot differently. You got the tier system here. The Rams are in Tier 1 with 5 other teams, including Darien, Greenwich, Ridgefield, Wilton, and who's the last team? Westport Staples. Structured a little bit differently, so every team now makes FCAC playoffs. But the Rams, they've got a lot higher competition now with that new structure. So, they've got a lot to work through. They get a little break, about 4 days, I think. And then you've got Ridgefield on Saturday afternoon, 5:30. That'll be a great competition. You've got guys like Kyle Colsey, UVA commit, on that team. And then you've also, the Rams, they're missing Gray Tomasco and Dylan Stevens on the defense, but they'll likely have
Ryan Connolly
back, which is always good. So, yeah, I think that's it. We'll send it to sponsors. PJ Neville and Jack Freer signing off.
This game is sponsored by our NC Rams All Sports Booster Club, Platinum and Gold sponsors. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Dr. William Fessler of Family Dentistry, the dental office for our entire family's dental needs. At William Fessler Family Dentistry, smile, you're in good hands. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsors and NCHS alumni, Leo and Steve Carl of Carl Chevrolet, who have been proud supporters of local athletic programs for generations. Their dealership has been serving Fairfield County since 1927. Their team is ready to assist with all of your automotive needs. We would like to thank our Platinum sponsor, Walter Storts. Walter Storts Market has supported NC Rams athletics and the entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Storts is your fresh local market. We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Anderson Kenny Architecture, a full-service practice that encompasses a range of commissioned residential and commercial projects. Each project is a thoughtful collaboration tailored for clients and their needs. The outcome is highly personal and constructed with intention and integrity. We'd like to thank our gold sponsor, Frangione Engineering. Planning on putting in a pool or an addition onto your house? Are you having drainage issues on your property? Well, Frangione Engineering can help you find a solution. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Performance Optimal Health, who proudly supports all New Canaan Rams athletes in their 2022-2023 seasons. Their team helps clients achieve their health goals through exercise, recovery, nutrition, and stress management. They offer their congratulations to all teams competing this season. We would like to thank our gold sponsor, Renaissance Partners, a family-owned and New King-based residential building and remodeling company serving all of Fairfield County. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics.